So, if there's anything that I've learned from my grandfather, aside from working on cars, it is if you take I think this is a 91 Buick. If you take any vehicle and take care of it, it'll last you a lifetime. Keep the oil changed, transmission fluid changed. Don't drive like a maniac. Actually, drive like you got sense. Ease up to stoplights instead of trying to slam on brakes and stop instantly. And the vehicle will last you a long time because there's not as much wear on it. Plus, a vehicle with dang near 200,000 miles is not going to be like a brand spanking new Corvette. It's not going to accept being thrown around a turn or gassed and hard braked, and what's going to end up happening is you're going to end up tearing up something. And it's the simple fact of life. It's getting old. Just like a regular human being. You know, an 80-year-old can't play basketball like he used to in his 20s. This vehicle cannot drive like it used to when it was new.
I mean, there's a lot of things that could be said for you.
So. I know. I'm fat. I'm old. I'm ugly. And that happened with age. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to We Can Fix It, where if we work together we can fix just about anything. My name's Danny and I'm working on my grandfather's 1991 Buick. And we're going to be putting a radio in it. So we're going to kind of work backwards today and show you how to put it all back together. So let's grab our tools and get this started. We ended up having to take this plastic out right here because my grandfather wanted to clean it before we put it back in. So taking this apart is opposite of what I'm doing right here. Not that much difficult. Probably would be easier if I turned it up the right way. Right, John?
Yep. I have to be very careful with this because you can break these, or break the plastic behind these. So this ain't a race car, and this ain't going to be going over 100. Heck, the speedometer's only at 100 anyway. So you just need to snug it up. We didn't take out the entire gauge cluster because there's nothing wrong with this gauge cluster. It's just he wanted to clean, my grandfather wanted to clean the lens because the last people that had this car smoked and it yellowed the lens real bad. That's it, just a snug. Not much past snug. And although I have this, I'm not going to be using it on that because it's plastic and this right here only has one setting and it will tear that plastic in half. Yeah, it's either go or no.
Exactly. This is my grandfather's car, and he's fairly meticulous about it. It has almost 200,000 on it. But he treats it like it's only 25,000. Which, hey, if you want to keep something, that's how you treat your stuff. I like this wrench. Ratchet, because of that feature. You can actually spin it by hand. And that's it for that one. Can you grab this, pull it back and go all the way down with it? Thank you, thank you. Don't do that unless you have the handbrake up or the vehicle on extremely level ground. And luckily we have this vehicle on flat ground. It's not going nowhere. And that's it for that. All it is, take the lens out, is just take these. Let's see what size we got here. 7/32. These right there, 7/32. Just pop them out. If you want the entire cluster to come out, you would take these two out right here, which are star bits. And then you'd have 7/32 right here and right here. Alright, on the back it only plugs in, and then you have your wire for your speedometer that wraps around and comes up on the other side of this right here. You'd have to drop this whole panel to get to that. Alright, so this radio is held in just like that right there. There's 3 screws here and 2 in the back here on the bottom, all the way in the back. So we're going to take, their back ones are very, very difficult to see. So we're going to take this, we're not going to push it all the way in, we're just going to go a little bit, and I'm going to go get a socket, and we're going to run it up the rest of the way with a socket, because I do not want to tear up anything. That's my goal, is to kind of keep it as original as possible. Oh, that was pretty easy. I just jinxed myself, John. I said the first one was easy. Come on. Oh my goodness.
Man, we couldn't get any good footage of you suffering doing that.
I wanted to suffer. Alright, let me go get a socket. Alrighty. So, as I said before, we're not really looking for super tight, because this thing is not meant to be tight at all. just to where it stops turning right there, where I can't turn it no more. I'm gonna give it a little past that, about a quarter of a turn past that, and that's it. That's all you need. It's not gonna come out. 3, 2, and 1. That's what he said. 3, 2, and 1. I guess that's my cue to go. Alrighty. As you see, I'm not putting these all the way tight, just like I didn't do before. Push in there. So I'm just gonna snug these up real quick, and I already got them in. So up in these, there are screws. So they're way on back up in here, right there. You can't barely see it, but it's up in here. There you go, I think you can see that. So in every one of these vents, there's screws. And the way that you get the vents out is there's a small end at the top, a big end at the bottom. You can see on this, there's big at the bottom, small at the top. And they only go in certain ways. So the centers go in the center, the outside have to go in on their individual sides. So when you put it back in, when you pull it apart, you'll turn it sideways and you'll grab a hold here and you'll pull it. Like that right there, it'll pop out and then you just slide it right out. I'm not putting it back together yet because I've got to give it the ugga dugga. Give it just that little bit. And that's it. Alrighty. So this is one of the center ones, and I'll show you real quick on this one. See, when you put it back together, hear that click? Hear the click? So now it's back in. Now if you want to take it out, and they pop right out. So remember that. Just slide it in sideways, push it in till you hear the click. It's not going nowhere. Except for my arm. My arm is about to fall off. It's about to go somewhere. So we're changing them out. Look how that looks. We found a donor car, and we decided we were going to change them. So now you see how this one's flat across the top, just like that one? The side ones are not. They're askewed a bit. So that one would go over here more than likely. Again, that's all you gotta do. See how this one closes down? Again, small at the top, big at the bottom. Pops in, pops in. Not going nowhere. Never, never, never. Alrighty. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 2 up here, so there's 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 screws to hold this faceplate on. Just gotta take that faceplate off, buy them 10 screws. I'm gonna put this one back as we speak. Oh no, I dropped it. I'm getting ready to put this one back as we speak. Ah, there we go. I was gonna say I spoke too soon. Now, oh no, let's put this one back. Stop that! You ain't gonna be grateful to me. I'm gonna just have to get a different screw. And that's it. There's the dash put back in place. Now, this is the wood grain trim. If you own a Buick and you had to take one of these out, they're clipped in. They're fairly easy to take out. Just have one of the plastic trim removal tools. You just slide it up in the back, move it around, and it'll pop these clips out. They're fairly easy to pop out without breaking this. So I'm gonna put this one back in without having to show you if John can't get over here. But you just push them back into place. They lock right back in. You don't even have to hit them or anything. They are super smooth to put back in. And that's it. That's all there is to it. So, if John Boy can point down in here, you can see these screws at the bottom for the door. You don't need to remove them to remove the entire panel. It all comes out as one. So once you get these screws out here, you're done. You don't have to get no more out. You just slide it up into the slot, just like so. Again, not tightening with this. I'm putting them in with it. One. Two. Three. Four. John Boy and Billy. I don't know if you know who they are. Five. And six. And that's it. Now, this is the end of it. All it is put these back into place and we're done. So that slides right up in there. And that's it. So, what'd you do with the one? Is this the one I told you to keep?
There was this one, and then this one.
Maybe I told you to keep one out. I think it was this one.
I think so.
Find out.
Yep.
It is that one. See? Aha. Top, bottom, nice and working again. All done. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this episode of We Can Fix It. Please like, comment, and subscribe down below. And remember, if we work together, we can fix just about anything.